And hello, all. Um, Before we get started, no, this is not an episode of Short and Smoky, even though I'm in my typical location for that. Just wanted to give a quick little update on what's going on the channel, and of course, give the results of the giveaway contest. So, first off, I think we're back on a regular upload schedule now. Kind of had to throw that Short and Smoky in there just so I could get caught up. And the band is playing quite a few more shows now, so I've been a lot more busier with that and my new business I've started. So bear with me if there are any more delays, but you know, uh, I think we're finally on a solid schedule again. So for the next month or so, probably about the next 5 weeks, is going to be nothing but on the road with Vincent. I don't typically like to do that. I like to have it more split up with the smoking hour or midnight movie reviews, but um, the timing's just lining up just right that I had to do it this way. So here in the next week is going to be the 4-year anniversary of Midnight Massacre's very first show at the Blind Tiger in Greensboro, North Carolina. And earlier this year, our very first show of 2021 and really out of the pandemic was also at the Blind Tiger. So I just want to document that show and kind of, reminisce about our very first show there. Going to have some interviews with people who were at our first show and give you a little behind the scenes of what takes place the day of a Midnight Massacre show, and also give you a little makeup tutorial. So if you're interested in that, that's a 30-minute chunk of that video. If not, you can skip right through it. I won't be brokenhearted. And then also in a couple weeks is going to be the 8-year anniversary of when I took what I call my soul searching trip. If you've been following the channel for any length of time, I've mentioned this a few times, that I took a trip out to western North Carolina, down around the Georgia line, and that trip has had such an impact on my life that I just wanted to go back and retrace some of those steps. So that is actually going to be another 4-part special of On the Road with Vincent. I know it seems like all I'm doing this season is these multi-part episodes, but it's just the way it's falling. I'll have plenty of single episodes here in the coming months. But I just felt it was only appropriate to put them up as the timing was right. So both of those I was, really excited for. Had a lot of fun filming both of them, and really can't wait to get those out. And then after that, we'll be back on schedule with some more smoking hour and midnight movie reviews. And I really need some extra time for that right now because the next episode of Midnight Movie Reviews will be another collection. As like you saw back at Christmas and Halloween, we done some horror classics, some Christmas horror stuff. Well, this one is going to be highlighting one of our favorite directors, going through his entire catalog. So need a few more weeks of preparation for that. So again, hopefully all that will be coming out in a timely order now. Hopefully I'm good and caught up, really getting the hang of this new software, and it's really making things go by a lot quicker. Now, as for the winner of the contest. Now, if you saw the original contest video, you'll know that the only rules were you had to be subscribed to the channel, and we had made a little guessing game that you just watch the On the Road with Vincent intro and guess which 5 states are shown. Now, I'm doing this all from memory, so bear with me, but if I remember correctly, the first scene is of an aerial view of this 2-lane road going through these rolling hills, and then the next shot is this hyperlapse of these clouds moving over a mountain as I'm talking about going to the country. Both of those were shot in Virginia, right around my home in Claudeville and Ararat, respectively. So Virginia was number one. Then next I mentioned about going to the city, and if you're from anywhere around the Piedmont Triad area of North Carolina, you'll know that that was of downtown Winston-Salem. So we have Virginia and North Carolina. Next, if you saw my episode, I believe back last late summer, early fall, whenever it was, of going to the Carolina Highlands and out into the mountains, we also crossed into Tennessee in that episode, and you'll know that that shot was from Watauga Lake in Tennessee. And the majority of these were already shown in On the Road with Vincent, so you might have had to do a little digging to find some of these answers, but most of them were there. The next was an aerial view of the beach. That was Carolina Beach, also in North Carolina. But the fourth and fifth was all in one clip, and this one I thought was going to be, just a dead giveaway. I'm clearly driving under a Welcome to Ohio sign, but a few of the people who entered didn't guess Ohio. So, anyways, one was Ohio. The trick would be to guess what state am I going into Ohio from. And if you saw our trip to Cincinnati last fall, you'll know that that clip was actually from entering the state of Ohio, crossing the Silver Memorial Bridge from Point Pleasant, West Virginia. So that was 4 and 5 right there. And then the last couple clips, I think, was just another clip of driving in Virginia and an aerial driving over I-77 in Austinville, Virginia on the New River. So those were the answers. Had a handful of submissions. Surprisingly enough, most of them were not in the YouTube comments. I had a few send me a private message. I had a couple entries on Instagram and Facebook. Pretty sure I specifically said to leave a comment on YouTube, but whatever. I took all the answers. And just so happened the winner did come from the YouTube comments. Now, nobody guessed all 5 states. I thought it was a little easier than that, I guess, but, what do I know? But since nobody guessed all 5, I drew a winner from those who guessed 4 of them right, which is what most people did get. And the winner goes by the YouTube name of OJ Simpin. So I will get in touch with you here shortly about your prize package. So a big thank you to everyone who entered and all those who subscribed to the channel and didn't enter. I actually had more subscriptions without entries than I did actual entries. So, huge thank you to you all too. Big thanks to everyone who's been supporting me this far, everyone who's shared my videos, liked, commented, subscribed, all of that. I can't thank you enough for all the help and support you've given me this far, and I hope you'll continue to throughout the years to come. So, as for now, I guess that's everything. I just wanted to make this video pretty quick to have it up before this weekend. So, again, thank you to all the entries. Congratulations to OJ Simpin, and I will see you all soon.